What's going on, everybody? This is the USS Gear Locker coming to you with another impromptu video of my Boker collection. And basically, guys, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you my complete collection of Boker knives. I'll kind of give you a kind of an overview of just of these knives, and I don't know. I've just thought that I would share with you guys just my collection. I'm pretty much a completionist, and when it comes to knives, I like to get to an endpoint. I don't like to have a open-ended collection because I feel that it becomes a money pit. I mean, anything can become a money pit at that point. And I just want to show you just my complete collection. Um, as far as my and these are just my EDC knives. These are going to just be my EDC Bokers. And so I have my collection of outdoors bushcrafting knives, tactical knives. Those are my Winklers and my Dynamis, which is a Winkler. And these are going to be my EDC knives. So and this is it. I don't see myself unless I lose one of these or something happens. I don't see myself getting any more uh, EDC knives or any more outdoor knives. This is going to be it. So guys, I just wanted to just kind of just give you an overview of what I have, my setup. Maybe you might like it, maybe don't like it, maybe just inspire you to even start looking at Bokers. And um, what got me into Bokers, I'll kind of give you a a little bit of why I choose Bokers. Years ago, uh, I was just getting into knives, and I was all big into tops knives and just all kind of knives. And I saw Boker years ago, and I always liked that knife. Always liked that knife. And so I went ahead and pulled the trigger on this Boker Gnome. And of course, I got that engraved. And I actually got this from Knife Works, not Smoky Mountain Knife Works, but Knife Works. And I've had this knife, I think, since it's 2025 now. I had this knife since I want to say 2015, if I'm not mistaken. So this knife has actually been with me for quite some time now. And when I saw this knife, I was instantly uh, intrigued because you have the sheep's foot type, um, the blade, the form factor, and then it was just so interesting. And I love the micarta, and the red liners were uh, were just something that I really wasn't used to seeing on such a small knife. And at that time, I was really big into LT Wright. And so I know LT Wright used to use a lot of liners, on their Genesis, on their knives. And so I went ahead and pulled the trigger on this one, and you know, it was one of the best decisions that I made. And so got that, and then I started getting into other knives, and I never really capitalized on getting any more Bokers. And so I end up giving this to my mother, for protection or whatever. And then, she ended up passing, and then she ended up, of course, giving the knife back. Um, and so I'm like, you know what? I really, and kind of like for my mom, I'm like, I was just really too inspired on looking at more Bokers. And I never thought I always thought like, oh man, I'm just strictly American, and I'm just, I just want to do, American knives and stuff like that. And and so I just brought like some cutlery knives from my kitchen, and I can't think of the name off the top of my head, but they're a German knife maker, and I'm just really loving those knives. So it kind of inspired me to kind of look um, go back to Boker. And so when I went back to Boker, um, I saw that they had some really, really good knives. And I also saw um, um, the EDC. What's the guy's name? It's a EDC channel on YouTube, and what's his? It's damn Carey. I can't think of his name. I can't think of the channel's name. Just like one of the biggest EDC channel, the best damn EDC. And so I saw I saw that he said, that he was into fixed blades, and I saw that he's actually using one of the fixed blades that he liked was a Boker, and it was a Boker BFF Barlow. And I'm like, wow, that's a nice knife. So it kind of brought everything kind of like came full circle with me actually getting back into the Boker line, since I only had just one Boker. I was already had a Boker knife, so I'm like, I love the quality, I love the fit and finish, and everything like that. So let me go ahead and look into it. So anyway, guys, let me just go ahead and kind of show you. I'll get to the next one, the one that I looked at, that I ended up going after that. But anyway, guys, this is the Boker Gnome. I'm sure you all know this. This is one of the first. I think one of the first line that they made, years ago. And again, I think this is actually a Vox Boker collaboration. And I'll kind of it's got the 12 CTV CTV C27 steel on it, and I actually love this knife. And actually, guys, just kind of like and I actually received this today. I actually received a custom made sheath from this for this Boker, and oh man, I love it. This actually, I got this off of Etsy, and if you want to know the name, you can just go to Etsy and just put in Gnome sheath. But if you need for me to give you the sheath maker, I think she's out there in the UK, and this is a perfect sheath, and it actually is actually has a perfect snap to it. So let me go ahead and kind of show you that, and then I'll go ahead and get to the if it'll stay on here. Okay, that's my little setup here. I got my little setup, guys, to kind of like look somewhat professional. Let's see here. All right, guys, let's get into there. Okay, guys, let me I'm only kind of working with one, so I'm sticking it in here. Let me since it kind of fell down in there. There we go. There you go. You heard that lock? So this is the sheath for the Boker, and she is locked in. She is locked in. And that is absolutely gorgeous, guys. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous sheath for that. I never thought that I would even have a sheath for her, but she is locked and ready to go. Got that green vine on there, fits in the hand perfectly. It's just a awesome, awesome, rock solid sheath. For anybody who has their the Gnome. And again, look at that pop. She's not going anywhere. So it's just good if you're like, low key wearing something, and you don't want to have a lot going on, or you're going light, and it's just going to be kind of a light day where you just might need something, just kind of, open boxes, kind of slicing boxes or doing some kind of like minimal task. This is the perfect combo for you. Look at that. Boom, stick it in my hand. Look at that. Can't even see it in my fist, other than the lanyard. But there you go. There you go. Look at there. Look at that. That's how concealable that is. So that's my that's the new sheath I have for my Gnome. And yeah, so I'm gonna put her to the side and we can get to the next one. All right, guys, this is my Boker BFF, and this is the micarta. version. So I don't know how this looks on the on the video, but uh this is actually a little more green. It's actually it's almost kind of like a olive drab green. And I just got this not too long ago, a couple of maybe last week, and this is going to be my everyday driver. This is going to be, it's not going to be every day, but you never know. This could be every day. This is going to be something for like if I'm going for a minimalist, but this is going to be pretty much my everyday driver. And this is the Boker BFF again, and she is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, good in the hand, got the micarta, slim, not too heavy, perfect fixed blade. And of course, this is AEBL steel made by I think it's Lucas Burnley, if I'm not mistaken, and it does have the stamped. It's not engraved. It does have the stamped Boker logo signature on there, as well as the stamped Burnley um, uh, Burnley logo, Burnley notification there that it is Burnley. But yeah, guys, and you have that acid washed um, uh, finish to it, and it's just an absolute awesome knife. I mean, I can get four, depending on if I use the lanyard, but I can get four up under the up under the right there up under where the knife starts. Um, right there, I can get four hands on it. Right there, and so it's an awesome EDC knife. Just an awesome EDC knife. I mean, very, very, very minimal, and very, very, very simplistic. That's one thing I like about the BFFs. Very simplistic, and so it's something that you can actually wear without someone actually really even paying attention. And also the sheath. The sheath is very, very. It's a pocket sheath, so it's going to be extremely minimalistic. Let me go and stick it in the sheath for you, and the sheath is ambidextrous too. So I'll go ahead and sit that down for a second, and I'll go ahead and stick this in there. But the sheath, and there you go. I mean, boom. You put that into your pocket, it's going to go all the way in that pocket, and the only thing that's going to be sticking out is going to be this part right here. So that's all you're going to see. Technically, it's going to be actually this way. So when you have that in your pocket, that's all you're going to see, just that. So that's awesome. That is an awesome knife. Definitely well worth the money. It was a little bit pricey, but this is kind of knife that it's not going to be like kind of like a trendy knife. It's going to be a very minimalistic knife. And well, that thing is locked in there, isn't it? Let's get it out. It's going to be a very minimalistic knife, and it is going to be something that can go with anything. So guys, I just want to just kind of show you that, and show you that if you are considering getting it, you definitely want to go through. Let me go ahead and show this. But this guy right here, I think his name's Jeff. They have the best prices. This was actually $100 off, like what anybody else was carrying it for. Like I went to Knife Center, I went to Knife Works, DLT Trading. I'm trying to think of who else. And I think I can't think of the other places, but any other type of knife companies, they was almost like $100 off. And it's not just this knife; it's like with all other knives. So, guys, if you want to get a good knife, go to the cutlery shop. By no means are these guys paying me. or anything like that. The customer service is awesome, and they get the knife right out to you. So if you're trying to save some money, these are the guys you definitely want to go to. All right, guys, and we're gonna go ahead and finish up um with the feature presentation, and let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, guys. So like on my previous video, again, this is the piece de resistance, as they say. And this is going to be the, and again, this was on the last video, so you've already seen this knife, but I want to just present it with the other knives too, so it can kind of be like a collaboration of all the other knives. But again, guys, this is going to be the Boker BFF, and this is going to be the one in Damascus. So one thing I did kind of notice is that on, you kind of like line them up here, and I want to kind of show you. And I know that this is just a little something that, but I noticed that with here, the, you see how that's stamped? That's actually engraved, I guess. I don't know if we call it engraved, but it's from the machine where they just put the it's not stamped. So I'm not sure if they had that machine where that the little laser or whatever like that, laser engraved. That's what it is, laser engraved. Anyway, that's just interesting. I don't know if would that deteriorate the metal, or would that compromise the metal. I'm not sure, but I know that Damascus is like one of the best Damascus that you can get. So this is a knife I use now. This knife right here will be actually one for like a classier type of environment, like church, or if I'm going out to like a nice dinner or something like that by myself. You know what I'm saying? When you're single, you gotta do what you gotta do. So I have this kind of like more so a dressier type, because it's more black and you got the Damascus. This is going to be more so for everyday grinding, just grind, everyday task. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to show you guys just my Boker knife collection. And if you like Bokers like I do, guys, I really do think that you can't go wrong. And one thing I did notice with these is that this knife is, I think this knife is almost 10 years old. If not, it might be even older than that. But I noticed that Boker still uses the same type of micarta. The same type of micarta. And I'm like, wow, all those years. And I mean, I mean, they could have used a different type of micarta, different type of color, but just noticing that, that micarta, and I don't know if you can notice it in the picture, but in the video, but it is the absolute same type of micarta. And this knife is, I think this knife maybe is a year old. I bought it a couple of days ago, but I think that they start making these about maybe a year ago. And this was almost made 10 years ago. So that's just something just real interesting that they're still using that same type of micarta, which is awesome because it goes so well with the collection. But anyway, guys, just wanted to kind of show you everything, guys. But definitely, guys, you definitely want to go to the cutlery shop to get you the best price on these. And guys, if you have any questions, guys, please feel free to ask. And guys, please, if you don't mind, guys, tap the like button, and I'll try to bring as many more of these as I can, guys. Thank you, guys, and y'all guys have a blessed one.